up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and today we've got a fun video in store for y'all. Hopefully, as long as we catch some fish, it'll be fun. But anyways, we are out here in the boat and we're at a really cool spot. Take a look behind us. We are below this giant, magnificent spillway. We haven't fished here in a long time, but every time we come here, we catch something kind of crazy. We've literally caught just about every fish species imaginable here, but there is one particular species that I'm not going to spoil right now, just in case we either do or don't catch it. But there's a big fish that lurks below this spillway that I've been dying to catch for a very long time. We're gonna try to catch it today, as well as all the other different kinds of fish that live here. So we're going into this kind of blind. We've got a cooler with some live bait in it. We've also got some ice in case we catch something we want to take home and eat later. And yeah, I think it's just gonna be a good time overall. So guys, if y'all are excited to join along with us on today's fishing adventure, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future wild and crazy fishing adventures. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Fish on. Fish on. I don't know what that is. That feels weird. What is that? Oh, it's a white bass. There we go. First fish, JJ. First one of the day. In the boat. Yes.
Hey.
Looky there. Nice bass on this jigging spoon. Look at that. Right here below the little spillway area. He bit as I was reeling it up, I think. I don't really know what happened, honestly. But I'll take it. First fish. Nice little white bass. We'll toss him in here in the cooler. We've got all of our live bait in there too, so hopefully he doesn't mess it all up. Nice. Fish on! Jay's got one. What is that? It's a freaking trout! It's a trout! Oh my gosh! Hold on a second. She got a trout. Wow, Jay, so we knew there was a slight chance we could catch a rainbow trout down here today, but I didn't actually think we would, especially on a swim bait.
I did not think it was going to happen. Yeah, I literally caught this thing on a swim bait. I don't think I've ever caught a trout on a swim bait before.
That is crazy. And that's a good size one too.
Yeah, perfect eating size.
He'll pair really well with that white bass.
He really will.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's crazy.
Insane. Cool catch, Jay. And
Yeah.
that's a beautiful one too.
What?
That's a beautiful one.
Oh yeah.
Really good looking trout. I mean, that's crazy. Like, they stock trout here in the wintertime, but it's the end of August. So why are they still here? I don't even know.
He's been hanging out for a while.
I know, surprised he hasn't been eaten by a big striper or something. Oh, oh, oh. He's about to go hang out with that white bass in the cooler. Nice. Hey, that's it. Let's go. Okay, so we've been out here for about 30 minutes. We've caught a nice white bass, had a couple other bites on the spoon, and then Jay caught that awesome rainbow trout. The bite has kind of slowed down with the artificial, so we're transitioning now into some more natural live and cut baits. So in the cooler, I've brought a little can of some shad that we caught back at our house, and then we also have some old-fashioned Canadian night crawlers. So we're gonna drop one rod down with a shad and the other rod down with a night crawler and see if we can catch some additional fish that way. There's a ton of small baby shads that are literally the exact same size as the ones we have here in this can. So we're just gonna literally just rig this guy up on a circle hook. Kind of it's on a Carolina rig. I'm just gonna just stick it on there and stick it a couple times, just so that it stays on the hook. Oh gosh, he's slippery. There we go. That took longer than I thought it would, but there we go. There is our fresh little piece of baby shad. And I think we're gonna start off by just like letting them suspend maybe like 1 or 2 feet off the bottom. That way if there's any fish on the bottom, they come up and eat it. Or if there's some fish, you know, slightly above them, they go down and get it. So we're literally just gonna drop it off the back of the boat, just like this. Let it go all the way down. We're in like 25 feet of water next to the spillway right here. And I've seen some pretty good fish come up to the surface and some subsurface that would be really exciting to catch if we can get them to bite. Okay, so just crank it up just a little bit and literally just gonna let it sit right here, and hopefully it doesn't get yanked to the water by a monster fish. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this rod right here. A little bit lighter of an action. I already have a little bit of worm on there, but I'm gonna put a little bit bigger of a piece on. And I feel like this is a pretty foolproof method of catching some fish. What'd you say, Jay?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, we've caught a couple non-artificial, so that means there are some here, but you get a big old fat juicy worm just wiggling in front of their face. And with as many different species of fish that live here, we should be able to catch something. And that's all we're really here to do, is just catch whatever will bite our lures below the spillway. But there is one fish in particular that we really want to catch. Hopefully we'll catch it. Believe it or not, it wasn't that rainbow trout. that right there should do it, dangling in the current. We'll get that down there and hopefully we'll catch some on that. But in the meantime, we're also gonna keep casting artificials and just wait to hear one of these guys go nuts. Uh-oh, Jay. Siren's going off. You know what that means, right?
The fish are about to get wild.
I hope so.
At least.
Yeah, the last time we were here, the siren went off, we weren't catching anything, and all of a sudden the place erupted with just hundreds and thousands of white bass just going crazy. Like, it was kind of similar today, we weren't catching crap, and then as soon as the sirens came on, it changed everything and turned our day around. So we're hopeful this gets them stirred up. There is a ton of shad out there.
Yeah.
And I think that once they start getting like displaced and blowing around in the current, that there's a chance it could get nasty.
Woo.
I'm hopeful because it's been extremely slow out here today. I saw something happen right there. Let's see.
Ready.
Let's catch them. All right, here comes the water, guys. Hopefully this will get the fish active and feeding. They have been not doing anything. I think they've been sleeping on the bottom, just chilling. I don't see any fish schooling yet, but I'm hopeful that something's about to go crazy right here. Oh my God, giant striper. Oh my God. Giant striper. Freaking giant striper. Oh my God, a giant striper. Oh my gosh, I'm about to die. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh! Oh my God, he buried. Oh my God, he came off. Jay, that's a giant striper. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Feed it right here, feed it right here.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to cry.
Don't cry.
That was a 20-pound striper. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was a 20-pound striper. Guys, I honestly feel like I could cry right now. That was insane. There were some giant fish. I don't know if they were hybrids. I think they were striper. I think they were giant striper, like 20, 30, possibly 40-pound striper. Just the sound they made when they came up was just so unexpected, so crazy. It was like it was tuna. It was so crazy. It was like somebody dropped a bowling ball from heaven and it hit the water right here. That's what it sounded like. And we are just camping out here right now, hoping we maybe will get another chance. But I don't know, that could have been our only opportunity. We were just not prepared. We were not ready. But that was insane. If we don't get one, at least we saw them and we have an idea of where they're living at. That was unreal. I've never had a fish that big eat my bait like that. I'm like shaking. Well, as optimistic as I think we both were going into this fishing trip, that actually kind of sucked.
Yeah, it did.
we spent, I don't know, like 5 hours out there. And man, we just didn't get the bites we thought we were going to. We caught that white bass right off the bat, had a couple other bites from white bass, and then Jay caught that trout on the swim bait, which was nifty. I think she was hooked up with a bass at one point, but then from then on, it was just super stale. The water started generating, we got excited, and nothing happened right there below the tail race right there. So we kind of explored back downstream below this bridge. And as we were idling, we saw those big blowups happening down there. We're like, oh crap, that's something serious happened. We didn't know if they were hybrids or striper or what. We got set up there, nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, just boom, 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 big old giant fish just nuking some shad. It was
crazy.
It was nuts. It was crazy. And we had like 3 opportunities to get him. I actually was hooked up with that one for about 3 seconds, and then he just turned his head and shook off. I was like, that was crazy. I was undermatched. I was not prepared to fight.
And 30. I almost had him. He was like right there.
Yeah, I think there was like 4 or 5 big striper or hybrids. I'm still not sure because I think they were striper. They were really long fish, like really. I mean, they were seriously like 30-pound fish, probably, guys. And they were just patrolling that area. And then once they went down, and we had that initial, schooling session, we sat there and waited like another hour just to maybe get another shot at them, and ghosted. They completely ghosted us. So I guess
we're leaving heartbroken.
We're leaving a little bit heartbroken. At least we do have a couple of fish in the cooler to take home and eat. But still, it's just really eye-opening that we need to make sure we always come prepared with some big, striper, big hybrid gear when we come below these tail races like that. But anyways, we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna get back to the house. We'll see you guys when we get there. Woo. All right, guys, so I know last night or yesterday afternoon we said that we were gonna head back to the house, we were gonna get those fish cleaned up and blah 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 blah, but we got to change of plans. So we did get home late last night and we did get those fish cleaned up, and we will be cooking them up here in just a little bit. But I just feel like that was such a crappy way to end the video because we only caught those 2 fish and we just literally got our hearts broken by some giant striper. So what we've done is I have traveled here to this lake. I'm not sure if you can see it back there. There's a lake over there, and it's actually the lake that flows, that's above the spillway that we were fishing yesterday. So we're close to the same spot, and we're gonna try to catch some more of the same types of species maybe. Actually, I don't know what we're gonna be trying to catch today. We're just gonna motor around. I literally have only fished this lake a handful of times. I don't know a whole lot about it, but there's a few spots that I saw on a map that I would like to go try out. So that is what we're going to do. Like I said, I've got the Express loaded down with a bunch of different types of gear, so we should be pretty well prepared for anything that this lake throws at us today. But the goal is to hopefully just catch a few more fish that we can add to our haul from yesterday so we can have an even bigger dinner spread tonight. So guys, hopefully we can get down there and get some redemption from yesterday. Surely we'll be able to catch something, but it's kind of the middle of the day right now. It's bright and sunny, so who knows? It's not really ideal fishing conditions, and this is a party boat lake, but we'll do our best. I'll see you guys out there on the water. All right guys, so we made it over here to our first fishing spot of the day. We're gonna start by fishing underneath this big old bridge that goes across the lake right here. So in the past, in the summertime, I've had a lot of success fishing big bridge pilings like this. This kind of acts as like a little pinch point because the lake opens up on this way and then the lake opens up back this way. So what it does is it kind of lets the bait fish kind of funnel through here. And what'll happen is you'll have these predator fish that'll sit next to these bridge pilings around the shade line or just wherever, and they'll sit and ambush the bait fish as they come by. So I'm hoping to find a little bit of that in this spot. Usually it's a pretty foolproof and guaranteed summertime pattern, but we'll see. I have never fished this particular bridge, and I haven't fished on this lake very much, as I already stated. So we're gonna start here. If it doesn't work out, there's some islands and some points back there behind me that look pretty good too that we'll check out. But yeah, we're gonna start here in the bridge in the shade. It's really bright and sunny and hot, and can't think of a better spot to start, and hopefully we'll start catching some fish. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Fish on. Fish on. What is this? What is this? It's coming from way down deep. Oh, it's a walleye. Get up here, yes. Oh my God, I just caught a freaking walleye. Well, how about that right there, guys? We have got our first fish of this little quick morning mission out here on this big lake, and our first fish is none other than a walleye. I caught him out of like 75 feet of water next to this bridge piling. He was down on the bottom, and he like, you know, his stomach or air bladder like blew up right there. It's so crazy looking, but that's a keeper sized walleye. That's really exciting. I haven't caught a walleye in forever, and that is going to pair super nicely with our white bass and trout that we caught yesterday. I am pumped. Whew, let's go. There we go. There we go. I bit it on the way up as I was reeling it up. Oh, that's a different fish. Oh, he got some power. I gotta see what this thing is. What is this? Oh, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. Or it's a white bass. I don't know what that is. It's white bass or a hybrid. It's a good one though. Woo! He's in the net, baby. The bridge is doing us good today. Oh, I think it's a hybrid. That's our second fish of the morning. A nice hybrid, I do believe. It could be a big white bass. It's just kind of hard to tell. The lines are broken. They're kind of bold. White bass lines are usually more faded, but he bit it as I was reeling it up really fast. That is awesome. I mean, I just absolutely love this little bait right here. It's a little 6th Sense Divine jig and spoon. It's just the perfect little small bait fish profile. It gets down to the fish really, really quickly. It's got an amazing action, got great colors, and I've literally caught everything you can imagine on this thing. And I feel like there's a bunch of different species here hanging out together. I mean, obviously we caught a walleye, we caught this hybrid, and there could be crappie, some largemouth, spotted bass. There could be anything here, and I think that this perfectly represents the bait fish that they're eating. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw this guy in the live well with that walleye. And we're gonna see if we can catch another. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Oh, it feels decent. Be a big guy, be a big guy, be a big guy, be a big old guy. It's another hybrid. Come here. Yes. There we go. Third fish under the bridge is another nice hybrid. Could be a white bass. I think that one's actually, I think these might be white bass. I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes. But anyways, let's get him in here with his buds. Let's catch another one. Gotcha. Oh, he came off. Dang. There's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. I just had that thing sitting in the water. Oh, what is that? That's another hybrid. Another hybrid, baby. I had it just sitting in the water because I picked up my top water because there's a fish school and reeled it in, and we got ourselves a little hybrid action in the boat, baby. Yes. He came out of some deep water too. His stomach's all in his mouth now. That's crazy. There it is. Well, there's another fish. That's definitely a white bass. I don't know if they've all been white bass, but that one right there is definitely a nice white bass. And it's so cool catching these fish out here below this bridge piling. So much fun. But I'm actually fixing to jump over this other piling. Got 4 nice fish in there now. I'm actually gonna move over to this other piling because I've been hitting this one here for the last 35 minutes or so, and haven't been getting a ton of bites. So I figure if I jump over to this other piling, there might be some fresh ones over there. Oh gosh, we got something. Oh my gosh, what is that? That's fighting kind of hard. Is that a striper? It's a striper. Let's go, we got a striper. Oh, baby. I was wondering if there was any striper down here. That is crazy. Let's go. We caught everything out here now. Well, not everything, but we caught white bass, walleye, hybrids, and now we got a striper. All on the divine jigging spoon. I was just cranking it in fast again. Maybe I just need to cast it out and just reel it in. I don't know. I've caught some ripping it off the bottom, and I've caught some just, you know, not really paying attention, just reeling it in. They just smash it. That's cool. Now this lake has some absolute monster striper in it. I don't know if we're gonna get into any of them today. There's definitely a chance. I mean, there's been 50 and 60 pounders caught out of here, but we're gonna add him to the box just to have a nice mix to go with our trout and our other hybrid we got. Let's go. Got him. Got him. Got him. Feels decently big. Stay on there. Be something different. Be something new. Be something big and new. Stay on there. What is it? What is it? It looks like another hybrid. Another little hybrid or white bass. Little white bass. Whew. Another white bass, y'all. This is our 4th or 5th or possibly 6th white bass slash hybrid. This is definitely a white bass. I've got plenty in the live well now. I'm gonna toss him back. We're gonna save some room for some maybe an additional striper or a walleye. We're not gonna fish a whole lot longer. We're kind of running out of time here, and also the party boat's starting to come out full swing. The good part is that I'm here by this bridge, and you can only go 5 miles an hour next to this bridge, so guys aren't just zooming through here. But another nice one on the divine jigging spoon. He was down there near the bottom, and you know, there's so many fish I'm seeing just kind of cruising. You know, I'm seeing a lot of bait fish and a lot of actual fish down there, but I'm not getting as much action as I would have thought initially. But hey, we're still catching a few, and that's all that really matters. It's fun. Well, that's gonna be all she wrote for us today out here on the lake. Our bridge fishing mission was definitely a success. We didn't catch as many fish as I thought we were going to, but we at least caught some good ones. We caught some nice hybrids, some striper, an awesome walleye. I thought we were gonna catch a bunch of walleye, and that was the first fish I caught, but the party boaters are out in full force. We are riding some serious wakes now. Look at this. Woo! They're trying to sink me. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get back to the house, see what Jay and Baby C are up to. We're gonna clean the fish we have in the live well, and we're gonna cook them up for dinner tonight. It's gonna be a good time. I will see you guys when we get back to the house. Si. Hey, can you say hi? Hey. Hey, Jay.
Hi.
How are y'all this morning?
We're good.
It feels good out here, doesn't it?
It does feel really good.
It feels really, really good. And Si, guess what? Guess what? Did you hear the good news? Did you hear the good news? I caught a walleye yesterday, and I couldn't wait to eat it, so we made it for breakfast. We've got one fillet. Oh, Si, better not grab that. We got one side of that walleye. I've got one fillet here just out in the open, and then I've actually made like a little walleye, a little toaster. It's basically just a piece of walleye on some bread. It's nothing crazy. And I don't think I didn't offer Jay some walleye for breakfast this morning, but she declined.
I gotta have my coffee first.
And then I said we can have rainbow trout and coffee, and she was like, mm-mm.
Absolutely not.
Heck no. Walleye and catfish are a couple of fish you could definitely do for. Yeah, Cyber says no. Absolutely not.
I'm saving mine for lunch, so Cole's gonna make me some more at lunch.
Yeah. Cypress, you can't go down these steps. Okay, we followed Cypress out here in the yard. He wanted to play some disc golf, so he's gonna put the disc. There you go. Good job, Si. That was awesome. Can you put another disc in the basket? Can he do it? Woo! Yeah. Good job, Si. You're gonna be a pro when you're 13. Okay, so before it gets too late, we've got some official taste testing to do. We've got our piece of fried walleye. That was just fried in cornmeal mix, a little bit of salt, nothing crazy. Walleye is so, so good. You don't really want to mess up the taste or flavor of it, so let's get a bite. That is perfectly suitable for breakfast, Jay.
Is it?
Okay, wait, so it probably goes good with coffee. Walleye literally goes good with everything. I mean, look at that. Look at how white and flaky that meat is. It is just so, so good. You know, honestly, the bread's kind of throwing it off a little bit. It's really good, but it would honestly just be better just by itself. So I'll happily enjoy that other piece in just a little bit, but that's really good. Well, with that, I think this is a great place to wrap up today's episode. We had a great time fishing together below that spillway, although we wish we could have landed one of those massive striper. Yeah. It's okay, at least we know where they're hanging out at, and we will definitely be going back out there again and under similar conditions and try again to catch a big striper. Like, that is one of the goal. And by the way, guys, that was the mystery fish I was talking about. It was a giant 30 to 50 pound striped bass. Oh, Cypress is going. He's climbing up the ladder. Oh my gosh. Cypress, what are you doing, kid? This is why you don't leave 17-month-olds unattended.
Right.
Golly.
I can never take my eyes off of it.
And you can see this is why we have the ladder away from the pool. Hey, this works out good right here, Si. We're eye level now. But anyways, yeah, this is the end of the video. We hope that y'all enjoyed it. If you would like to see more videos like this in the future, do us a favor by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future fishing adventures. We're Colin J and Baby C, and we'll see ya on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Woo! Hey, butt.